Come sit down. Hi. Okay, we are live once again.
Yep.
Grid-free live. This is our weekly show. We give all the highlights and updates about what's going on grid-free. Anything special going on, we take care of that, so you don't have to worry about anything. You just enjoy the show. We had a lot of action this week.
The struggle is real.
A lot of action this week.
Yeah.
And or whenever.
Thought I was out of tea. This was not good.
Yeah, we had a snowstorm, and we're basically, well, it started snowing Friday afternoon, and it just was huge snowstorm.
Yeah.
So she had to drive in it coming home.
It was not fun.
Anyway.
Hey, Tux. Good to see you.
Hello, everybody. So anyway, we had this huge snowstorm, and then it just snowed all night. And
Yeah, we ended up with, what, about 12 inches?
yeah, about 12, 13 inches or so.
And
And it's that thick, heavy stuff.
yeah, real
Plus,
wet.
it snowed. When did it snow? Wednesday?
Oh, it snowed like last week, too.
Yeah, well, it snowed twice. So
the roads are really nasty.
which is good because we are getting a lot of water, and we're about 3/4 full, a little over 3/4
Yeah.
full now, and we have a whole bunch of snow on the roof.
Team chicken!
So we should fill our cisterns up, hopefully. And then we have another storm coming in on
I think
Tuesday, but I think it's only supposed to, they say 3 to 5 inches, so we may not even get anything. You never know.
You never know where we live because you can't, I mean, none of those towns that they do the weather for is quite accurate for where we're at, so it's always a surprise. But yeah, surprise, it's snowy, we can't get out, and I have no tea, and that's just horrible. So I've been digging around in the truck and in suitcases looking for tea bags.
Yeah, she has a lot of
Tea stashes.
tea stashes.
Because you never know.
That's like yesterday. What were we doing? I backed the truck up for.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay, so we run out of power. This is another thing. Well, we didn't run out of power. I'm sorry, we didn't run out of power.
Low.
We started getting low. We got
Really low.
We got down to like 37% or something. So I decided I wanted to try the old using the pickup to as a generator to charge our batteries. So I backed the truck up and got an extension cord, plugged it in, and then I plugged it into where you plug in the generator. And because our pickup has a AC outlet in the back of the truck for like power tools and stuff like that, you know. Cause,
Pulled out the manual, had to read the manual.
Yeah, I had to read the manual because it's an old inverter, and so it's not like touch screen or anything. It's you have to have the manual to figure it out.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got the manual and I went to menu number whatever, and I did a bunch of settings, and I got it to work, and we were actually charging that up to like 8 amps or something.
Yeah, it was doing pretty
So
good.
we were able to charge our batteries up a little bit doing that. So it just got us through, no big deal. And then of course yesterday afternoon we ended up getting a lot of solar gain because even though it was cloudy, with all the snow, some of the sun was getting through.
Yeah, we actually still get.
And it was reflecting a lot.
But you missed the part. Okay, so we have the.
What do you have on your face?
I don't know. We have the generator hooked up to the truck. The truck is running. We're pulling an amp. So Charlie's like, well, he's gonna go clear off the solar panels, you know. And when he did, it spiked the input because all of a sudden we were getting input from the solar panels. And I was in here and he's up there and I'm like, what? This smells like electrical wire. And so I'm looking for it, and just then he comes in, and as he gets closer, he's like, do you smell something burning? I'm like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, I mean, smoke started coming out of the inverter that is also, yeah. And so we unplugged
what
it really
happened?
quick.
Yeah, I had to unplug it real quick because what happened was I didn't realize that how I have it because I have a separate charge controller. I don't use the inverter as a charge controller because that inverter is so old. It's a lot older, and the new charge controllers have the PowerPoint management. So It's able to keep the max power. It's a multi-processor MMPT charge controller. Anyway, I have it set up differently. So what was happening was once that came on, the voltage from the solar panels was overriding the voltage from the truck coming in. So it was basically forcing current in the output. The solar panels are overpowering, so it was forcing current into the output, which that's what started the smell and smoky. And then once I saw it, I was like, oh crap, and I realized it real quick. So we unplugged the generator real quick, and it was fine.
Yeah, and everything's working fine.
Yeah.
But
I just can't. What I have to do is I have to make sure that in the future, if I have to do that, what I have to do is I have to disconnect the solar panels. I have a breaker, so I can just turn that breaker off, and I don't have to worry about that happening again.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun.
It's pretty fun. So we kept the power off actually most of yesterday. We turned off the internet, and we left the fish pump running and the fridge running. Pretty much up through till about 4 or 5 o'clock at night, just to make sure we would have enough to get through the night. And we did. We had plenty.
Yeah.
And today is nice and sunny. Yay! Hot water for a shower. I'm dying for a shower here.
So we have enough for like our panels right now. We have two 250 watt panels, and that's all we have. So we only have 500 watts. That's not a lot of solar at all.
No.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 4 more panels, so we'll have a 1.5 kilowatt array on the roof, and then I want to we'll have to get a new charge controller, because the charge controller I have will only handle up to 1,000 watts or kilowatt. So, which is no big deal. I'll get a new one, probably about an 80 amp midnight solar.
Yeah.
Plus on them, I can change the voltage, like the charge voltages, and I can actually configure it a little bit better to work with my batteries, work with our lithium-ion batteries. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Do we have any photos of the snowstorm? No, we've gotten so accustomed to them that
Yeah, I guess we need to
don't
take
really
more
take
photos.
Photos of them, but we need to, because
because a lot of people are,
Yeah.
especially when it's like.
I mean, now I
was.
did take some video yesterday. We just don't have it up.
Yeah, we have video of
So we
it,
might get
because I was
that
out working on the truck and getting that all set up. So I have some video. So I'll probably
Do a short
create a
of
video.
it.
Yeah, I'll probably make a video and put a video up of me setting up the generator, using the truck as a generator to power our batteries.
Yeah. So, which would have worked had we not cleared off the snow.
Which it did work.
It did work.
It's just when that happened, I was like, turn it off. And then after
that's
that,
kind of freaky.
we were getting enough from the
Yeah.
solar arrays. So it's like, okay, we're getting more amperage coming in from the solar arrays now than we
Even
would
though
the truck.
the sun, I mean, sometimes it's like we are in a cloud. It's like a cloud. We call it yard cloud. It just parks on top of us.
Yeah.
You can't see anything but cloud, literally.
Yeah.
No, it's not a diesel truck.
No, we have what is it? A
2009
Toyota Tacoma, and it's 4-wheel drive. It's so it's gas, unleaded fuel.
So there's snow on the ground. That means it's soup week.
Yep, we had soup.
And I'm making more soup. We have this one cabbage plant, and it's just so big. And there's a soup I make that it has lots of different fresh vegetables, but it also includes cabbage. So I keep making the soup, trying to eat this cabbage, and it just keeps growing more and more. And I figure I'm 2 soups away from finishing this cabbage off if it doesn't grow anymore. What did you do?
Getting our soup. No.
Did you rip the roots?
No.
Oh. Okay, so here's my cabbage plant. It's a Chinese baby bok choy cabbage. So I figure I got 2 more soups in there unless it starts
Hi, how are you?
growing.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I mean, look at this.
Oh.
This is just...
Are you ready to eat me?
I am. So, yeah, so it's soup week. I love soup, so I could eat soup every day. So yeah, I think that this snow should actually probably almost fill up our water tanks. I really do. I think it's going to push it to the edge, which is pretty exciting. We'll have all our water for the full year coming. That'll be good.
Yeah, and you got some seeds. What seeds did you get?
Oh, let's see, what do I have here? I got some lavender, chamomile, cilantro, gourds, and some regular normal cabbage. I also have other seeds that I've been working on planting, but these I just got, so.
Yeah, I got to get some new lettuce sprouting for our aeroponics system.
We have not had any luck in the past month
Yeah,
getting
I
a
don't know.
lettuce to sprout. And I've never seen that before. I don't know what is going on. Now, they'll sprout in the aeroponics, but they will not sprout in the little...
Well, I think
Little cups.
my problem is the soil mix that I've been using has compost in it, and I don't think you're supposed to use compost when you first start a seed.
We've just never had this problem, even compost. I don't know.
I don't
So
know.
we're going to try some with just some peat moss and see if that'll work. I don't know what's going on with the sprouting. The tomatoes sprouted. I got 4 tomatoes, 4 garden huckleberries, 2 sunflowers.
Yeah,
Other
so-
than the wild sunflower that's growing in the bedroom, somehow snuck in the house.
So yeah, our tomato plants are going to be really good. I mean, there's 4
Yeah,
really good
I'm excited.
looking plants, you know.
And we haven't gotten our new tree yet because of the snow, but next time we go into
Yeah.
town, we're going to get our new tree.
Yeah, we're getting the
The
multi-fruit.
cocktail. It's
It's
called a
called a-
fruit
yeah,
cocktail. It'll have peach, apricot, plum, and nectarine on it. So all grafted into one tree. So I'm excited about that. So it's been a crazy week.
Yeah, Tamara was telling me about, apparently this one guy, he has this tree, it has 60 different varieties of apples.
Yeah, I've read about it. It was crazy.
It's like, 60? Really? Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
That's just amazing. I can't believe that, you know?
But I mean, if you think about it, it's a good idea. That way you can have more of one
I
kind
guess.
of fruit if you don't have
Yeah.
a huge
Yeah.
orchard area. So
Now, do you know if that, when you do something like that, does it become more resistant to like disease and stuff, or?
no, because the branch that is the plum is plum. The branch that is the nectarine is nectarine.
Oh, so it's just together.
It's just grafted
So it's
onto one
like-
rootstock.
Okay, so it's like,
They'll flower at different times. They'll act as they are to act.
so like in the top part of the tree, you know, you see the top of the leaves and stuff are, so like this one section here is like a plum part,
And
and
this
this one
other section
section
will be a
is like,
peach part, and
wow.
so I'm excited. I am so excited about that tree.
We'll see how it works.
I
I
can't
pick
wait
it
to
up.
get it.
We'll see how it works.
50-50 worm poo and peat moss is a good seed starter. Actually, that is a really good seed starter. When we were
Yes.
in Texas, we had a little worm factory thing, and I still have the worm factory. We don't have any worms in it.
Oh,
we
the
have never-
worm bin
Yeah,
thing?
we never
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it restarted when we got here, which is something we might do.
Yeah,
The only thing with the worms came the gnats.
yeah. But,
So
I mean, that's just part of it.
that's just.
But what this year, what I want to try to do is I'm going to start growing, or trying to get, I don't know, you don't grow them, raising or whatever. What do they call them things? The fly?
Oh, soldier flies.
Soldier flies.
You know, like the larvae.
But I don't know. Okay, does anybody out there know? Because I'm not sure. I'll have to research this, but I'm not sure. Our fish, they are
Koi.
they're
and
koi.
goldfish.
They're like koi and goldfish. They're not. Are they not meat eaters, or? Because I read somewhere where you're not supposed to feed some like tilapia. They're vegetarians, so you wouldn't feed them
we just
meat.
need to research it and find out. Because
So I don't know. I don't know if we can feed our koi fish,
soldier flies.
soldier flies or not. Because I was
No, if
thinking
we
about
got chickens, we could. We could
Yeah,
feed them
yeah.
soldier flies.
Yeah, they'll
They
eat that.
love soldier flies. Team chicken.
yeah. So
Although I have found a lady in town that works at the bank next door to me.
yeah, she has an egg. She's got an egg.
I have an
source.
egg. I have an egg dealer.
Like 2 egg dealer. She has an egg dealer.
I have a dealer.
She has a dealer, an egg dealer. What, you pick them up on Thursdays?
Yeah.
You know, just out behind the back of
Out
the bank.
behind the back of work, I give her the cash. She gives me,
Yeah, do a little dealing in the alley.
Yeah, we do a little dealing in the alley.
As long as you keep having money, you don't have to pay it other ways. Oh. But it's a good deal. It's like $2 a dozen.
Yeah.
That's not bad for
farm fresh eggs.
farm fresh eggs. I mean, you can't beat that price.
No.
And they are good eggs
are
because
good
when you
eggs.
crack them and they're orange, neon orange,
They taste really good.
they're not yellow. That's great.
So that's
The yolks
nice.
are really good looking.
I will be getting 3 dozen next week. I've set up my deal. It's 2 dozen, 3 dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen every other week since we eat about 2.5 dozen
Oh, is that how you're doing it?
a week. Yeah,
So that's going to meet our needs.
that will meet our needs. That does not mean we don't get chickens.
Well, what did we... Okay, so if we get chickens... Yeah, I'm still okay with getting chickens. It's just... it's another thing Charlie has to take care of.
But you love me.
I know I love you, but I'll have to take care of... Can I get one of them chickens like that one chicken, that one picture? Remember? And he had the rooster.
Oh, with the hair.
And he had all this crazy looking hair. And it was
If that's what
crazy
it takes,
looking thing.
If that's what it takes for me to get the rest of my chickens, you can have a...
I mean, it's like he had a mohawk.
Yes,
It was like, I don't know. I don't know what kind of chicken it was. Obviously it was a rooster.
Yeah.
But it was a certain breed that had this like
He had his
mohawk,
do
different
going on.
colors.
There's nothing
I mean, it
wrong
was
with
like
that.
punk rock from. I was like, I definitely want this guy. I would take one of them. I'd take him everywhere with me,
Mm-hmm.
But then they will poop wherever, right?
Yeah.
You can't potty train a chicken, I don't think.
I don't know.
So anyway, oh well.
But yeah, so we have our lettuce and we have our berry plants, and they're doing really good. We did some cuttings off of the blackberry plant last year, and we are planting some of those in to make new plants. So hopefully, if we get those to propagate, I'll have a lot more blackberry plants.
Yeah, we have tons of. We've gotten a lot more plants this year. I mean, we have just really exploded.
I really want to just get a lot of fruit and berries growing in the house. We can grow vegetables maybe outside in little or what they call it, microclimates.
Right.
And
we did decide that on the one side of the house we're going to plant
cantaloupe and watermelon.
And watermelon.
And on the other big bed, it's kind of attached to the house.
Yeah, there are outside grow beds. So what happens is the water, our gray water
overflows into those.
Yeah, it'll end up overflowing into those. So there's plenty of water too.
So we're gonna do some watermelon, cantaloupe on one side, and on the other side, I'm gonna plant some blackberries.
Yeah.
To have more blackberries, and I'm hoping the choke cherries this year. They did not make last year.
No, I don't know if they're like every 2 years or not.
I don't know, but we had that fungus last year, pretty bad.
Oh, we did.
On the choke cherries. So that
know.
could have done it. But yeah, I guess the biggest story has just been the snowstorm. I left town. It just got worse and worse the closer I got. It took me almost an hour to get home, 22 miles. I was driving like a slowpoke because we have 11 miles of dirt roads and it's just nasty.
And we have like when we say we get like 10 inches of snow or whatever, but we have a real steep grade you have to go up to go over a pass.
Yeah,
so
it's hard to get
once
out.
you get so much snow, you can't get over the pass anymore.
Yeah, and last
it's
thing
not
you
worth
want to do
taking a chance.
is lose traction because on one side, of course, is the wall, but on the other side, it goes straight down.
Straight down.
So I was losing some traction on that thing coming home Friday.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Popping in 4-wheel drive?
Oh, I was in 4-wheel drive the whole time.
Yeah.
So it just got slick. So, but that's spring here.
Yep, that's when we get all of our water.
We get all of our water and
or
all
have
the
been.
snow.
So,
in
and it
springtime.
looks like this year we're going to get another full
yeah.
tanks of cisterns. So, and we used about half of the water
last year.
So we should be fine.
Yeah. I'll be able to take more showers.
Yeah, we'll be fine. It just depends on a lot of it is how much company we get. Guests, different times. 'Cause
I just need a hot water heater.
Yeah. We can get a little propane hot water heater to work with.
Dying, I need a hot water heater.
Well, they're not too expensive. We can get one.
I know. I would just, at this point, I never realized how much you take having the ability to take a hot shower whenever you want to.
See,
And I don't mean like every day, twice a day. I just mean like if You need to take that shower first thing in the morning, and you can walk into your bathroom and take a hot shower. Yeah, I never realized I took that for granted so much, and I will never take it for granted again.
But I worried about, this is what I worry about. I worry about when it is colder and chillier, and she's in there and she takes her hot shower and she indulges a little too long, and she won't get out, and then we don't have no water.
But I will, I
That's-
promise. I promise I'll be
Yeah, I know you will.
I
It's no problem. I know where I got switches, no
I
power.
just, oh my god, I'm dying here. I need a hot water.
I can turn one valve. There goes your hot water. I can flip one switch.
Yeah.
There goes your water pressure.
Yeah, well, I need.
But anyway, so yeah, that's what we've been going on. Was there anything else we want to talk about? Wasn't there something else we want to talk about?
Well, mainly it was the snow and the struggle and the almost burning the house down with the.
We didn't almost burn the house down.
Jeez. But it's
We've
never
had
good when you
far worse
see. Yes,
fires.
we
Trust
have,
me.
but it's never good when you see smoke coming out of your inverter.
Yeah, that was. I was
That's-
like, oh wait, no.
That's not good.
Bad.
Very bad.
Yeah. Electrical fire, bad.
Yeah, it's not. You
But-
don't want to smell anything coming out of that cabinet.
Yeah.
That was pretty freaky.
But it's okay. Everything is fine. Everything's working. Everything is. I've checked it, so we're cool.
We are cool. So, the ants.
What about the ants?
The ants in the borax. So, did that ever work?
I don't really think so.
Where are the ants now? I have not seen them.
Well, they had a massive flood.
Oh.
That's what happens when your roof leaks, and you fill up buckets, and then you pour the buckets in where the ant bed is. So yeah, there's a massive flooding.
Okay.
So, but I did see a trail the other day. It was in the kitchen. It was like perfect line of ants. I don't know where the hell they were going, but they were moving somewhere else.
Maybe they're going outside.
So anyway, I didn't mess with them. I was just like, doesn't bother me. They're
not fire ants.
They're not fire ants, and they're not red ants, but they're not sugar ants. I don't know what the
Do
hell
we
they
have
are.
fire ants out here?
Yeah.
Do we?
There's
Okay.
fire ants. I haven't really
Not like
seen any,
Texas?
but I know there are fire ants in Colorado. It's not quite, at this altitude, I don't think we'll have them right here, but they are in Colorado.
Okay.
You know,
I just
like-
didn't remember seeing any out
Yeah.
here.
I haven't, but we do have ant beds. We have like ant beds, like
Oh, we have
mounds or like
we have gargantuan
huge
ant
mounds
mounds.
of red ant beds, and it's like the Great Pyramids.
But we also have lots of horny toads.
Yeah, we do. We have lots of horny toads too.
So
So anyway,
I can't think of really. I mean, thank God for being off the grid because we have these horrible storms and you'd never think it, but hurricane force winds are normal out here.
yeah, she has people that she's worked
We've
with
been out of power for a week.
for over a week. They've been out of power.
We lost over 160 poles in this county alone, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, just snapping off at the base.
Yeah.
The winds are so strong. I mean, just awful.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of people without power off and on this year. And this is the 6th time they've lost power. And I mean, they can go a stretch of a week at a time because there's just limited as to how many they can fix in a day.
Yeah, everybody has to use generators and stuff whenever their power
so,
goes out. So it's not been.
Thank God we're off grid.
Yeah, we've never actually lost power where we didn't have power.
No,
It's been low where we're like, okay, we need to conserve.
Yeah, we've never lost.
Break out
power.
the candles, snuggle up in bed, get you a nice hot cup of coffee.
Just awful.
It was terrible, It's just like, oof, I don't know what we're gonna do in here, but it's just part of grid life, good free life,
Good free life.
So.
But yeah, there's been a lot of people suffering this week around here because all the power poles have been broken and it's been awful. It's been awful. Businesses can't run. Safeway shut down. The grocery store had to shut
Well,
down.
have power.
Had no power.
No big deal.
So
It's like your job. They shut down last week too for a day.
yeah, they shut down too.
Was it Monday or
It was
no? It was a Friday.
yeah.
Friday before
So.
they shut down.
But
So-
I would have never thought, we're from West Texas, we're like, wind. We're used to wind.
Well, yeah, wind.
It's just not the same.
And of course, snow. Where we're from, if it snows 2 inches, they shut the whole town down. But
Yeah, but this wind out here is just, it just knocks trucks off the highway. They have to shut the highway down. They have the interstate. They have to shut,
Yeah.
it knocks trucks off the interstate. It snaps poles at the base. It just,
and when we say knocks trucks off the interstate, we mean like 18-wheeler driving down the interstate. If it's empty, it's guaranteed it's going to be on its side. That's how bad the winds
so
are.
they set up patrols and they won't let commercial vehicles through.
So yeah, at certain points when the wind's at a certain high, they have highway patrolmen out there and they basically stop rigs and make them pull up on the side of the road and don't let them drive because there are too many accidents. And usually what ends up happening is a little bit later the whole truck falls over because of the winds. So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would have never thought it would be that windy, that powerful out here, but it's crazy.
yep.
So,
Well, I guess that's about it for today.
I guess so. We're just trucking along and
We're trucking along, looking forward to another great year.
yeah,
Spring. Thank God spring's here. Yes.
I am looking forward to a shower today because the sun is out. It will heat the water,
Yeah.
so that will be nice.
She'll have plenty of hot water today.
And yeah, so maybe if we'll be able to go to town next week and get our other tree. Just getting our plants going.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see everybody next week.
Unless anybody else has any questions, speak
Yeah.
now or
Well, by the time they get this, we'll be
well,
gone.
that's true.
Because the
well.
buffer, she didn't understand the buffer. See, let's look. This is where we're really at if you look at our thing. We're about a minute or so behind. Just so you know.
What is this?
What is what?
Well, oh,
That's what that is.
okay.
Anyway, I guess we'll see you guys
Yeah,
next
thanks
week.
for
Thank you for watching.
and we'll get the video up about using the truck as a generator, and you'll be able to see some of the snow that we had. And
Yeah.
but it's always sunny inside. It's always springtime.
It's always sunny in my ship.
It's always springtime here.
All right, well, we'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.